Hello everyone, and welcome back to Whiskey, Toasted, and Finished. I know it's been months since I posted my last bourbon video, and I've missed you all, but life has gotten in the way. My most important roles in life are husband and father, and I've been busy trying to be the best I can at those. Last weekend, my bourbon buddies and I got together and enjoyed a couple of pours. And my good friend LB said, "Hey Rob, you gotta post another video. People are wanting to know what happened to you." So here you are. Without further ado, let's start talking about honey, toasted, and finished bourbons. Today, we are diving into one of the fastest growing trends in the whiskey world, honey finished bourbons. Now there's a massive spectrum here. Some distilleries treat honey finishing like an art form, charging north of $100 for limited, high-proof releases. Others are trying to disrupt the market with everyday value bottles. But does more money actually equal a better pour? Or are you just buying hype here? Today, we're breaking down 4 distinct bottles across different price spectrums, evaluating the nose, the palate, the price, the availability, and the total value for each. So now let's get into it. We're going to kick things off with the brand new kid on the block, Green River Honey Finished Bourbon. Green River, out of Owensboro, Kentucky, is making waves right now, and they just dropped this bottle in mid-May of 2026. This takes a 4-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon and finishes it with 100% real local honey. It's added right to the barrel. It's not a finished product. The honey is added right to the barrel. It sits at a highly approachable 92 proof. On the nose, it hits you immediately with sweet cinnamon hard candy and a gentle undertone of oak. The honey is there, but it's subtle on the nose. On the palate, that honey steps forward. You got bold honey sweetness balanced by white peppercorn spice and light oak. It's got a bit of a honey cake vibe on the finish too. It's not a thick liqueur. It still absolutely drinks like a bourbon. Now let's talk about the pricing and availability. I would submit this is where Green River absolutely changes the game. The MSRP is a staggering $25. That's right, $25. It's rolled out nationwide in mid-May, so availability should be relatively easy to find on the shelves. From a value perspective, for $25, this is just an insane value. It's perfect for summer cocktails like a Gold Rush or a Presbyterian, or just an easy drinking sweet port sipper. Next up, we're heading down to High Texas for Garrison Brothers Honeydew. This is a very different animal. They take their flagship Texas straight bourbon, usually around 4 years old, and they actually infuse it using burnt Texas white oak cubes that have been soaked in 100% pure Texas wildflower honey. It's bottled at 80 proof. On the nose, because it's a Texas bourbon, you get that classic big Garrison Brothers note. Heavy corn, dark molasses, toasted oak, and a very prominent, rich, sweet honey side. On the palate, it's incredibly smooth at 80 proof. You get candied ginger, sweet cream, baked apples, and a thick, lingering honey coating. That Texas heat is tamed completely by the honey infusion. Now let's talk about pricing and availability. This sits right at $80 to $90. It's part of their regular lineup, so availability is generally high across most major markets. Now, when I think about the value this bottle brings, this is a very diverse one in the community. If you love that bold, rich Texas wood profile, but want it softened with a premium honey sweetness, this bottle is for you. But at 80 proof, for nearly $90, the value depends heavily on your personal appreciation for the Garrison Brothers profile. Moving up the proof ladder, let's look at Dark Arts Whiskey House out of Lexington, Kentucky. This is their sweet and sour mash blend, finished in a honey cask, affectionately dubbed the Emperor of the Hive. This bad boy sits right at around 110 proof, making it a dream for the high proof crowd. On the nose, wow, this is complex. You get the sour mash funk, dark stewed fruits, toasted marshmallow, and a heavy decadent honey sweetness that cuts right through the proof. On the palate, it has an incredible mouthfeel. It's thick and oily, and you get a massive wave of rich honey cake, dark brown sugar, and baking spices, all beautifully balanced by that sour mash herbal complexity. The finish is long, warm, and sweet without being overpowering. From a pricing and availability standpoint, the MSRP on this one sits right at around $80. Availability, however, well, that's a bit tougher here. It's a limited release from an independent blender. So you're likely going to need to hunt online or look at a specialty store. The value? This one is just phenomenal. At $80 for 110 proof, masterfully blended, this product balances sweet honey with complex sour mash notes. The quality completely justifies the price tag for me. Finally, we have the heavyweight champ of the lineup, Short Barrel's The Bee's Knees. Short Barrel is known for sourcing incredible barrels, and this series has become a cult favorite. This one comes in at cask strength Kentucky straight bourbon, finished in honey barrels, sitting at around 117 proof. That's right, 117 proof. On the nose, you'll notice deep, dark, rich flavors. You get heavy charred oak, vanilla bean, leather, and a floral honey aroma that feels incredibly premium. On the palate, this one hits like a train in the best possible way. Huge barrel-proof spice, cinnamon, black pepper, and dark chocolate immediately enveloped by velvety, decadent honey coating. It is the perfect marriage of high-proof bourbon punch and luxurious honey sweetness. Pricing and availability on this one, this is the most expensive of the bunch, retailing right around $110 to $125. It is highly allocated and sells out almost instantly on sites like Sealbox or on Short Barrel's own site when a new batch drops. From a value perspective, if you can find it at retail, it's worth every penny for the enthusiast. It treats honey as a true enhancer to the bourbon rather than a mask. It's a splurge, no doubt, but for a special occasion pour, the value is absolutely there. So what's the verdict on the honey finished category? Well, if you're just getting into finished whiskeys or want something incredible for a summer cocktail, Green River at $25 is an absolute no-brainer buy. It's the best entry-level value on the market today. If on the other hand, you want a daily premium sipper with a unique twist, the Dark Arts Sweet and Sour Mash at $80 gives you the best balance of proof, complexity, and price. And if you want cask strength, a unicorn bottle to share with your friends on a Friday night, hunt down that Short Barrel Bee's Knees. Drop me a comment below. Have you tried any of these honey finished bourbons before? What's your favorite? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time on Whiskey, Toasted, and Finished. Cheers.